Emo bibia ahama kwaba edeba Cstv news at 24 esomrena so sensema etwegu oman mu ne oman hodo so no yede ebedai mo se kase na ensem no yenhwe de bedemu akotene ankasa don kuma ba no deni Alexander Kwame na afenyoma kene de ensem ababetu edwa wo kiremu se eye tete makase yede mama ampani John Dramani Mahama no ose won so eso afa sun penifo ede ababetu edwa se nurses phobia ya de se yede wona ko amano ne se ne be ya wo so betini a kire wo bobrere ne se ma hodo a obete kase Sarah's doing here answer block machinery and block manufacturing KS Raffiners Co Limited omo anamo science say in the area chese yede kase so de ba beso mu ede ameje so ene maame ama bafo amayenda yonsima bra Samu bibia akwa babia ha Cstv area print break kase na ye hwe yensem no asiyede ni ekwa akochiremu ewa mrahye bedwon na mrahye bedwon ni de ma de hya wo efutu anokra ya don kuma no moba no denin Alexander afenyoma kenende ensem atudwa wo chiremu ese inde achesa amanfo echrese ewose mampani John Dramani Mahama ensanse wo betena abenwa so no enyema pii na ekoso achese eso enipa ye nyisanti ewose otimi eko ne prensa eso na openi ede ato mampani enim ese eye ne prensa so achese nkrofo ede ato ne nim se wose wokono ewose patwentwen so.
This presser may not be done and done well without at least talking about this third term agenda. We are aware that Mr. President himself says he's not interested in third term agenda. But we take this opportunity to also mention to Mr. President that, Mr. President, we are aware that many of your party members want to push the agenda. Please tell them one more time. Maybe when you said so in Singapore, they didn't hear you. Mr. President, you haven't spoken about your non-interest in third term in Ghana. Please tell your people that you are not interested at all. They shouldn't lead you into temptation. And by the way, it is not possible. Also, we have heard that certain people have filed certain processes at the court. We also have this to tell my Lord Bafoboni. We know that this job was handed to you on a silver platter. We know that you have your masters to please. But my Lord Bafoboni, in the end, when history is being written, it will be your name. And to our judges at the Supreme Court, Ghanaians are watching how you determine the matters that are coming before you. Or question your own integrity. When you came for vetting, you made certain commitment to the people of Ghana. Ghanaians heard you. So again, the mighty minority is watching you. We will not be silenced by threat of contempt. If by criticizing the judiciary, they will march us into Nsawam, we are ready to become prisoners of conscience. Thank you very much.
Now, our brother say NPP amanyoko no ewo abemu na say mampeni dada na nado dankwa ete abenyemu no wode LGBTQ plus no law no ede ekomane say adarema wonhwe na wontimi ensansan na no ana say inde donkuma ba ne deni Alexander Kwame na afenyo marking ede isemetu edwa wo chirebo ense wa bra say wo abemu no na say ndc amanyoko no Yes, and I say what in some pina na etu edwase was say yes LGBTQ plus no what me essence science and be imra ewo omai mu nenso e kamia koye say and this aban ebetena be nwaso no ase sa asem no omada so.
Told the whole world that there was a need to pass an anti-LGBT law. Basically, they said that to protect our own culture, our religious beliefs, there's a need to pass a law that will criminalize any acts of lesbianism, gayism, etc. They were loud on the streets of Accra. They went into our villages, engaged the media, engaged religious leaders, engaged traditional rulers. 1 year down the line, they've been in office. They have gone quiet on this anti-LGBT law. We hear His Excellency the President play on words, claiming that the government was doing wider consultation to see how the law could be formulated in a better way. Really? But was it not the same law that they said it was okay to be passed? And again, when the mighty minority members decided through private members' bill to now pin them to their own principles, suddenly after all the processes have been followed and approval given and the motion was on the other paper, the NDC through its majority leader found a way of using procedure to claim that there was no such approval by the speaker and tried to scapegoat the clerk to parliament. As we speak, they have refused, neglected, and deliberately denied the people of Ghana that anti-LGBT law.
Now, Ghana Mampeni John Dramani Mahama Epau Justice Paul Bafo Boni. So no enquire Chief Justice and Famo my Ghana Hanum say no. Nature said don't come out Marche be Joffrey or motoring home that raman immune so equoye be brave. I'm not saying they Chief Justice Paul Bafo Boni and not saying they what here a Congwaso. Now opening Alexander Afenoma Kedin Sama to draw. Will say, I say, in Slavia, just say, Justice Bafo Boni, Camilla, yes, say, thank you, Tona, just say, what they air call, or the air call, and I say, what they air, yes, answer.
I've seen that my Lord Bafo Boni and his management are all over at the various ministries, including Jubilee. Is he on a thank you tour? Is my Lord Bafo Boni on a thank you tour, thanking the government for appointing him as a Chief Justice? And we hear today he is coming to Parliament. We, the minority, don't see him as a tolerant head of the judiciary, because members of the minority came under attack when we criticized the processes leading to his nomination. We will therefore not be part of his thank you tour. If he wants to engage us, our offices are open. He should come and engage us, and we'll let him know things that we find wrong.
Nanan wada mentumi hwase bi ekoso ewo addition tem na fe so asrafo entem ninna efa ese dwumedie bi ekoso atese youth anase wana wowo Jacobo wabo enjo eso eno enam so matese asrafo be yese mienu omotimi afemu eto adananum ewo insedo inde Asante Regional Minister Dr. Frank Amwako hene eden sema to edwa wo say ye kuma asrafo no enya de so besoso.
The police have a mandate, and clearly yes, on that day they were going on a tip-off from one of the communities on issues of illegal mining. So when they passed by that site, they saw a 15-year-old with that pump action gun. So they approached and found out why a minor would be holding such a weapon. So they seized the weapon, and then they came in. I mean, the other workers came in that they have all the licenses and all that. But if you have the license, you can still leave it in the hands of a minor. So they decided that, okay, they should produce the papers, which they couldn't, and they instructed that, okay, they will send the weapon to the Dakobu police station. So they will come there so that they sort everything out. So they went to undertake their operations, and on their way back, the youth blocked the road, and that confrontation ensued. To the extent that you go and then take the weapon from the custody of a police officer and want to run away with it. I mean, so yes, I mean, any cause for a loss of life is regrettable. So my condolences to the family, and my MCE over there has engaged with the family, though they are remorseful and they want access to the body. I want to assure them that it will be fast. However, investigations and due process must be executed. And also assure the youth that if you have any problem, do not confront the police. The police is your friend. So for that matter, if there are any issues that borders on your right whatsoever, there are legally available channels so that you'll be able to assert your rights instead of mobilizing and attacking many uniforms. So yes, it is regrettable. We are engaging the community to see how best we'll be able to get their cooperation and be able to make sure that the right investigations are carried out.
Na wo mentimi ho ase ekoso ewo boko ne mpoteni na efa ahinsie ho ensemande na sheriga ahaji sedo abagre wakwa akodi ipenifo esiemu no endrada na chese woko aset na Accra High Court achese de na chese imanfo ananse mebnu abodom pempan ewo Accra High Court ho na no ana chese lawyer ojiremu ema opini Martin Pegbo echiremu ese papa ya chese de ye twe ne ho dare no enya de se wo hye NIB ananse police for ekukum ne mum no ne ho ye paaye.
So we've cancelled the case where we are asking for Chief to be released. That's what we call in English the habeas corpus application. We've cancelled the habeas corpus application. So now we are left with the criminal case. And last week, when we applied for bail, the court didn't grant bail. But be patient, be patient. We are coming back to court on the 2nd of February. You know, such cases, I'm sure you all would see that generally, it's because of the security of the situation. It's because of the state, okay, of affairs. Because there is fear. We don't believe so. Chief has always been in Boku. We don't believe that if he returns, it will lead to any chaos. But that is what the state thinks. So you be patient, let a bit of time pass, and then eventually we'll get him out, okay? Yes, so patience. The watchword is patience. He's not going to stay there forever. No.
Na woni se memory da opepo na bosu me da beto so eduasa ba ko na chese NPP amanyoko no beto santene nipa ba ko achese obegine mu ewo afempenu ni eduonu ewo tre abato ebekoso na no ana chese napo dey se batu edwa wo tre wo se wa bra chese Dr. Bawumia ekopie mu ewo na so no ode etu edwase otai Bawumia echipa na ohwe ni se 31st anase opepo na bosu me da beto so eduasa bakono ewetimi ato aba ade ama Bawumia no wetimi ehim franka ede ama NPP amanyoko
Benchia South for most me call Parliament 2008 ye call sa abatu nim no na ye running mate and Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia 2008 with you the offer you are part no wadru ho awie o betra mansia no wakotwa de boot ana wadru ho awie mansia fo ya bato na ekoto no ayese wakoto cake ni de ice na guso ice ni guso a cake na de ice ni guso na de na ice aye fro cake na de fefefe mimi da bato na mansia fo beto no eye ice enye di ku cake so ese nyame ayede we share Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia ayede metina cabinet enfie nso ne fa metina cabinet o e po yi onim die ye po yi onim kasa woni pem se ye po obi anu wani a ye de ko akomu ana kontri no akokon tokwa ma e bebo a uyi oman hina onkase de na bati soso onkase de na no ya be mna ye de chia me and I said the Oscar. the Oscar, Munakoyasana, Wakori Sikaswa. Opo Hedia, Opo Bill Bread was say, or Pakasa there, Nanu do, Natri Pierre.
Now, don't come about it, Denny Alexander Afenyoma Keneswe de Sema to Drawoche Sende, Obe Remo, Elwa Ghana Gold Board as well, ya, a Camia Koyese, Omo a regulator, Mosanso, Ewa operator. Now, what Tremo says, sir, a position and as a room, you know, and no crown, I bet to me, I'm Ashe, and Crawford in crying, so a former good year to her, yeah, bought a whole air by and answer, yeah, come home in someone say, a bet to me, Abuama in soon, soon, yes, I say. Just addition a to a form a good year no to a channel or say Camia Koye says half for no or mamma for it me and to say a form a good year.
The establishment of the Gold Board as a regulator and also an operator is in a way directly encouraging galamsey activities. Our water bodies are being polluted. In fact, organized labor last year sounded an alarm and indicated that the galamsey activities have worsened. This government has failed to provide tangible evidence of its commitment in the fight against galamsey. It is clear that they are always involved in a PR gimmick, looking at the optics rather than the substance. They are interested in short-term gains, and today we don't know whether the Gold Board makes a distinction between regularly mined gold or an illicit gold. All we know is that they are talking about their success story, the amount of gold or the tons of gold they have purchased. Yet they fail to tell us whether or not there are measures to fight against illicit gold that are mined through galamsey activities. We are concerned because the future of this country is at stake, and the earlier this government took steps to protect the future of Ghana, the better.
Na inde adesha chese yama wantitie efa pomode ekwai so beye se ahasan na nde we free ayendrada eye opepo na mosimi da na etoso eduonu esia wa fipenu ni eduonu esia wo free oman mu ekopie mu ewa atigwa meka say edie omo wo omo da ye contract eso beye se efisia emiensa na eye government labor exchange program jumedia chese aban ede ba ye no eno ebe boapa machese ejuma hodo anasa adehya woni ejuma so betimi enya ejuma so ede aye na saa ye de na anasa saa ceremony no ekoso ewo Kotoka International Airport Chief Justice Julius Debra enso ekopiemo ewo ase na no na chese so for shapum de ensenso kwabena mita akando echiremu ese wabra chese NPP amanyuko na bandada no wo abenwa so no na chese wana woni ejuma beye se 80,000 chese inde wo hwese wo besone so nkakra no so obetimi enya ejuma aye na wo chiremu se inde no akwaya Antigua na mom no da foforo na na se da ebeba chese obeyi emafo esan akọ amanone ebiewu no ebeye Trinidad, Barbados and afensu Jamaica.
Ghana Labor Exchange Program is one of the interventions by His Excellency John Dramani Mahama, President of the Republic of Ghana, to create more jobs for the good people of this country. And today is the turn of the health workers. As you all know, we inherited a backlog of more than 80,000 health professionals who have completed the various degrees and yet are at home and do not have jobs. So as part of government's intervention to create jobs for especially the health professionals, we're exploring avenues where countries have requested our health professionals to work with them. Today is about Antigua. We are working on Jamaica, Barbados, and Trinidad.
na wa abatu ebekọ so eyo pepa na bosome da ebeto so eduasa ba ko wa fi we mu achese NPP amanyoko no nipa num ala sese wo hwe edem se ebetimi ato waso aba na afimpinu ni eduonu ewo twe no obegina amanyoko no anemu na yetimi ato waso aba inde ameka se eye electoral commission de insema ba betu edwa wo trebu se wa ye krado pa se abatu a ebekọ so no wode hwehwe ma panso edi egu akwemu afeso nkrata ahodo bi agese wo benya anase wo behia na yede ato abano ade se manten edu ensie ni na wode ebi akoho mayenjira nsem we so na ya home siltil ya ba edwede mu nsem ne dia kanso yede beso no
Limited. So we per blocks machines here eye papa. Na ne bonso esan eda formo dia. Enye na enwani Amsel Company Limited. Ye were conveyor blocks machines, hydraulic blocks machines, pallets, any blocks machines in one accessories in na. And na fe so blocks machines ahodro wo penny nyina bi so ewo ho. Hwehwe ye cha kwan ene ya. Ye was Spinters Road 18 Junction. Ye ni KFC dan no e na edi hwe ni mu. Freye, it was 05,240 and I say 0540-725850. Amstel blocks machines papa pa efie.
Mayensa mo bibia akwa babi oda so a ehwe ewia prento breka sie wo Cstv so edi am jeso ene mame ama bafo de do so eye edwedie mu ensem na oswafo wo hwe edwedie na feso efide djuma ensem so Elizabeth ofoso ejare eso de sewa to dwa wo che wo sende ne ni ajepa ensanse eye companies and say enyumeku ahodo a chese wo ye cement ho edjuma no kan enkan no na chese eye clinker wodi edi djuma no wakra efre amanone ede eba omanga na hanum se na mmom no inde wejai se woyisu anase wode clinker edi djuma na isi ano mo de calcium clay ana chese edi djuma ewo omanga na ha na wo chiremu se no no eba beboa pa ma chese Ghana ejubedi aye de so ebetimi akonenu
Osha clinker ye de foreign exchange ba ya na no mututum ntentem no eno omate so eno manya material raw material ewo Ghana ha omode eye cement na eye papa eye environmentally friendly na ma clinker ne dodo na omo import ne swati be hwe no eye kama machine no na ewo ye chi no Kazan clay machine and the way chino enti eno so amoma fa nipa ni bia kan adwuma ne ho so hu se ye raw material no ekrum ha e ma ye fa adwumayefo me ba ya engineer fo kama Ghana fo omo ye adwuma wa ha ya train omo Ghana ha ya omo ye adwuma wo ekrum ha enso senka de raw material ni fra abrochi na che se abrochi fo ne amoma adwuma wo
na wo omanga na haye sigasewe enhwehwe ye monetary policy committee MPC eko asetina no ye de kan kra afewe mu na no enam so emachese Bank of Ghana governor Dr. Johnson Isiama inde ode ato enkrabata ahodo ni na ese inde ohwe omanga na yesikasem ejina brane pa eye na mmom no wanhwe ye se wonteme yanko wanko eye mampamka esanse na saying as a amount for a treble say wo share a interest rate na was for a paying te was able to me at it so at so what they was so a do sa Jumedian as a assassin each year ebe matches and yaman so it's me agency.
We are convening at a moment where on one hand all the economic indicators are looking good, but on the other hand these very improved conditions must remind us that the work has indeed only just begun. And we need more effort going forward to be able to lock in stability. I must say that this will test our monetary policy in the year ahead. Members, since our last meeting, macroeconomic conditions have continued to improve. Inflation declined to 5.4% at end 2025, with expectations well anchored. External buffers, our buffers have strengthened, with gross international reserves rising to over 13.8 billion, which is equivalent to 5.7 months of import cover. Growth remains resilient, with projections around 3.3% into 2026, even as geopolitical uncertainty persists. While Ghana has benefited from favorable external conditions, particularly higher gold prices, we must remain mindful that these tailwinds may not be permanent. Domestically, rapid disinflation has created policy space, but also raises important questions and policy issues. While well-coordinated monetary and fiscal policies have supported these gains, our task is to assess the durability of these policies and calibrate policy to support growth while preserving credibility. As members deliberate, 4 considerations are particularly relevant at this round of meetings. First, sequencing of any policy adjustment going forward. For example, should easing proceed gradually with pauses to reassess conditions, and how do we signal this clearly to our markets? A second consideration is about foreign exchange stability and expectations.
My free edwediemu ensem na yanko obi mai so na woni se bibi mai kamia koyese o mai Somalia nyema enheda enkoye hia buburo pa na chese koso ewo ho ninde ya meka se die UN mpenufo etimi ayanyame so ade nnuane ahodo akade ahodo ebebua ma chese wodada asetina enso etimi akọ enkan no ohwa ni susu ye anase sikabotna asombo beye say $852 million what they ebua safo no say manfo beye say 2.4 million 2.4 and I just say what a year Somalia minuma elhia etimi adokro mu nti mo de nhye mapa egu akwema just in day wo ba bebua masafo no so wa ho etimi ahenhan won. Afe mayofri ho na yenko agodiemu ensem na Ghana Premier League match day 20 no na watchwe na jese yeko eboy na Kumasi Asante Kotoko ene Basake Holy Stars de ebonia Asante Kotoko etimi enhye Basake 3 goals and I said 3-0 na inde ya make say akaleg no edu and 9-14 league na head coach Karim Zito de atu edwa which will say league title no de anya de say we paba de biarada.
Everybody, you understand me? I'm doing my best and I'm still fighting to do it. I will never give up until it's over. You understand me? With this, we have 7 points. Okay, anything can happen. It's 2 games plus. So we still are fighting towards the objective. And then the FA2 is there. We are trying to go for it though. So the approach he came with was quite different, even though it is the same one we all know. It has added value to his football game now. Very, he's not complaining, he's going here and there. He asks for direction, the way I want him to play. So these are what he learned outside, that even here, we give him the instruction, do this, don't do that, do this, don't do that. That's this.
na enche bia na chese FIFA na feso GFA pa U15 Girls League no na eno no washase kra ewe epoye batem na managing committee chairman Charles Osei Anto dey say what to edwa wo chere say no no baba boa pa ma chese emba football no so etime akonkan.
That yes, FIFA has come on board. Yes, FIFA has come to help us take the first step. The real deal is sustainability. Sustainability at the level of district football, sustainability at the level of regional football. It is when these have worked that national can now say we are playing national games at Pram Pram. And that is why I was admonishing my colleagues at the regional level to take complete ownership of this. Let us not see it as a one-off event where we come and celebrate and we move on and nothing happens thereafter. No, we need to take absolute control and possession of this and make sure we integrate completely the U15 Girls League into our already running juvenile leagues in our
Afe maye free agudiemo ensem na yankoni jediemo ensem na butrika na say ente eba beto edwa se ene se ma ba beto edwa chese wode no ekopie mo ewo asem de bia ni nane ese chese wo bo omanfo apo na indrada na chese beto edwa se yamani bill na mpenofo so echiremu ese yabo de kwedu enum na bill na chese yede ema no na chese baako ana chese efrimu ede amanu ntaka eye charges ana se kwedu ananya chese wo se abranti etimi fm enrada na chese eye speed ekop ebe piemu ewo Ghana ha na odinini echiremu ewo eye kwapem ekropon na ade se na nan matan kongwa ya amamre ni amane a chesende ya mane din foforo ya barema kofi ekofo.
Yeah, but we need to give you a Ghanaian name, and that's what's going to happen today. You ready for it?
I'm ready.
Let's go.
I'm ready for it. You started at the 30, I know, but chat, I left for Africa on the 26th. And currently it is the, what's today? 26. What?
Today's 26.
Oh, today's the 26th? Oh, so it's been a month.
Berima Kofi Ekufu.
Berima Kofi Ekufu.
Berima Kofi. Kofi means you are born on Friday.
Berima Kofi
Ekufu.
Okufu. That's my Ghanaian name right there. Berima Kofi Ekufu.
Berima Kofi Ekufu.
I'm officially Berima Kofi Ekufu.
Opportunity to personally sign a citation for you that confirms the name. That confirms that you are one of us.
Berima Kofi. Sign it. Sign it where?
Afe mayenjina insa we so ne nda ya hosima ya ba ewe mu satra ya de beso. Meda se na inde se na ewia tebia no ebeye owia bebo na fesu ewia mu so ebeye kuso kakra wo myandodo a eno ewo anafo afem wo Ghana ha na okọ etifi afem a ade se ohoso ewia mu so beye kuso enso ewo ho na beye se mita no aha 9 ekosi eye mita no impem awotwe ade se ewia mu so ebeti ebetimi aye kusu ewo ho na mpanifo de atu edwa a wotremu ese ekọ nanadwo anase ewura enimremu honom no eya de se ewiemu beye nwunu kakra na wasanso ede atu edwa a wotremu se wona chese wowo etifido mantemu no ose senya eye weda no anase eframano senya esi etie no ose wotimi ebo wo ho ban pa eye na ankoja se bia eja so ebetimi afemu aba ahwere anase asese nkrofo ejapade ase ne yede yekasia yeboaboa no nyina no yede ebesi ewa ha Rema Ushering Agency ewa Kaswa Amanfrom KS Rafimes Co Limited wa Dansman Runabout Silent Sweet on Brown and so ewa Kaswa Amanfrom Nap Apartment Hotel ewa Dansman Firstly Crystal Director Shop also ewa East Legon on American House and also and ebo ehye edi ameje so mame aba bafua akra